Good morning, dear students. Today we will start with the second chapter of English buzzword, that is Along the Yellow Brick Road. Children, you must have seen many stories and films that are set in fantasy world. Fantasy means something which is not true. In fantasy world, there are places that do not exist in reality. They are full of magical beings and objects. This piece, Along the Yellow Brick Road, has been taken from the book The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Children, it is a story of a young girl named Dorothy who is carried to the magical land of Oz by a storm. A storm when there is a lot of rain and the strong wind blows. And on her journey, she has many adventures and she also meets some strange new friends. Among these strange new friends are a talking scarecrow and a tin man. A scarecrow is a model of a person that is put in a field to frighten away the birds. So let's start the story. One sunny morning, Dorothy and Scarecrow came by a beautiful clear water spring. A spring is a pool created by fresh running water. So one morning, Dorothy and Scarecrow, they went to the water spring. Dorothy bathed, drank and ate a light breakfast there while Scarecrow looked on thoughtfully thinking quietly and carefully. Dorothy there bathed, drank and had a light breakfast. And while she was doing all these things, Scarecrow was watching her very carefully. Watching her, he said, "It must be troublesome to be made of flesh. You must always worry about where to sleep, eat and drink." Troublesome, something that causes trouble or pain. And watching her, Scarecrow said that it must be very troublesome to be a human being. Children, Scarecrow is not like us. He doesn't have the feelings. He doesn't have to worry about where to sleep, eat and drink. That's why he said to Dorothy that you are always worried about where to sleep, eat and drink. However, you also have brains and it must be wonderful to be able to think properly. He said that the best part of the human body is brain. Dorothy smiled and was about to reply. On hearing this, Dorothy smiled and she was about to give the answer, when suddenly she heard a deep groan from somewhere nearby. Then suddenly she heard a deep groan. Groan is a deep set sound that is made by somebody when someone is in pain from the nearby. What was that? She asked, surprised. She asked to Scarecrow, "What was that?" "I don't know." Scarecrow said that he doesn't know. "But we can go and see," said Scarecrow. But Scarecrow said, "We must go and see." Soon they heard another groan. Again they heard a groan. The sound seemed to come from behind, and this time it seemed to them that the sound was coming from the backside. They walked towards the forest and suddenly discovered something shining in the sunlight between the trees. And the Scarecrow and Dorothy, they walked towards the forest, and all of a sudden they find that there was something that was shining in the sunlight between the trees. They came closer to the spot and found it was a man made entirely of tin. When they went closer to the spot, they found that there was a man, and that man was made entirely of tin, metal, with an axe. Axe is a tool with a wooden handle, and it is used to cut the wood. In his hand, his head, arms and legs were fitted to the body. But he stood as if he could not stir at all, and he was standing like as he was not able to move his body. Dorothy and Scarecrow looked at him amazed. Dorothy and Scarecrow, they looked at the Tin Man in surprise. "So it was you who was groaning," exclaimed Dorothy. Exclaimed mean to say something loudly. Dorothy exclaimed, "So it was you who was making the deep set sound." "Yes," cried Tin Man. Tin Man said, "Yes, it was me who was groaning." I have been groaning for more than a year now. He said, I have been groaning. I am in deep pain for more than a year. But no one has heard me or come to my help. But no one has heard my sad sound and come for my help. What can I do for you? Dorothy asked softly, for she was moved by his sad voice. Was moved by to get emotional about it. When she heard the sad voice of Tin Man, she asked softly, what can I do for you? You could get an all can and all my joints, answered Tin Man. Joints, it is a part of the body that help us to move. Tin Man said, you can bring an all can and all my joints. They are rusted so badly, rusted jung lagna. My joints are rusted so badly that I am not able to move them. If I am well oiled, I shall be all right again. If my joints are well oiled, I will be able to move my body again. He pointed to a hut at the edge of the forest and added, you will find an oil can on my cottage shelf. Then he pointed towards the hut at the end of the forest and said, that you will find an oil can on my cottage shelf. Dorothy rushed off immediately, rushed off to go in hurry, and returned shortly with the can, and without any delay she come back with the can. She then said, where should I start? And then she asked Tin Man that where should I start? From which part of your body I had to start oiling first? Children, only this much for today. The remaining chapter will be explained to you in the next class. Read the chapter very carefully. Till then, goodbye.